This video chart presentation of Frontier Communications Corp. It's a NASDAQ Global Select stock trading our ticker FTR. This chart's made a real nice move from May down around $3 all the way up to around a $5 point. Pretty strong resistance through there. Stock fell off with the broad markets, but has held over top of the 200-day moving average, found some nice support right there, and put itself together a little bit of climb off those bottoms and off of that 200-day. So to start this week, we're going to keep an eye on this, look for upward pressure, and a potential move back through the 50-day moving average to see if the stock's going to continue on this long upward trend it's been on. See the MACD falling well off its highs, but just the end of last week, bullish cross happened. Histogram bars pop back through zero. Of course, I want to see the MACD itself move back above zero. This is early on signs of a trend shift happening. The average directional index in a nice reversal position. Best place for that to be is with the negative DI up high and the positive DI down low. That's a great position for an initial bounce, and it leaves a lot of headroom for direction to be added to the positive side of things. MFIs fell into oversold territory with the retrace, broke back down below 50 into bearish chart position, but now starting to put together an upward climb again. Early on, but still a nice look, showing that some buying pressure is coming into this play. That's of course reinforced by this accumulation distribution. Long upward path, very nice look to it. Shaking money flow, moving well above zero, showing buying pressure is clearly outweighing selling pressure. CCI had a nice little uptrend starting about a month ago, now popped back above negative 100. It's reflective of people starting to pay higher prices for the stock. Full still, see trending below zero, charts bearish. Right at that point now, try and break back through 50 and go into a much more bullish position. Tricks a lagging indicator, but the 15 starting to flatten out now. A bullish cross could be in the future for the tricks. RSIs, they're gauging momentum. Again, right there at that 50 point, which is a strong signal of bullish momentum coming into play. So I'll look for that red and gold line, the 14 and 21, make the break through 50, and that'll add to the idea of upward momentum coming into the play. Of course, I mentioned this dynamic support of the 200-day moving average. Ultimately, it's very important for me to see the price per share hold over top of the 200-day. There's some static support below that, where it was the breakout point around $3.96. And you can see going back a little bit further, that's right where the support level is basically held in November. So that'd be the first place I'd have my eyes. I'd want to see it hold around $4.30. If it wants to fall back a little bit, I'll keep it over top of the 200-day, establish the idea of that holding as a solid support. Now to the upside, see a stock closed at $4.49 on Friday, 1.8 million shares. That was actually a very light day for it. But of course, that was a half day of trading, Thanksgiving Day holiday. Volumes are typically very light. So I'll be looking for an increase in volume. And 1.8 million shares traded even on a very light day like that. There's plenty of liquidity in this play. And I'll be looking for that volume increase, see if it's going to blow through 450. Because if it does, its next challenge is the dynamic resistance of the 50-day moving average, registering 468. But I don't see a whole lot of static resistance in the way until the price per share moves up near $5. Now that's a little bit more than 10% upside from its closing price. And importantly, it could be on its way to making new 52-week highs if a move like that happens. In general, it's a very nice looking chart. It's had a real strong uptrend over the course of about the last 6 months. I think it's one worth keeping an eye on to see if this upward pressure is going to continue and see if this stock's ready to make the next leg up. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the FTR chart. But as always, merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching and trade smart.